Hey everyone, I want to thank all of you for attending this webinar. I know that it's not always easy to take time out of your busy schedules to see a webinar like this, so I'm going to keep it as short as possible. My name is Robin Thompson and I'm a Business Development Manager at KnowledgeNet. I'm going to be your host today. My goal here is to provide you with a positive experience while you explore the resources and training solutions that we provide here at KnowledgeNet. Ultimately, I hope that you will understand how this type of training investment will benefit you and your company. Now, after the webinar, you may have additional questions for me, so please write those questions down as you think of them so that I can answer them later. With that said, let's get started with just a brief history of KnowledgeNet. So KnowledgeNet was formed in 2005 to provide small and medium-sized businesses with high-end and affordable training for all their employees. Currently, KnowledgeNet serves over 6,000 organizations in North America. Our philosophy has been and always will be to provide unsurpassed value to our customers by offering the highest quality training products while delivering nothing less than outstanding customer support. The reason why KnowledgeNet is so successful is because we provide you with training for an entire year. You're not buying just one class. You're buying actually an entire year's worth of access to all the classes for a particular vendor. In this case, our top three vendors are Cisco, Microsoft, and VMware. We also have training for Citrix. We also have end user training and project management as well. So I'm going to get started right here with the Microsoft. Like I said, for one full year, you'll have access to all the different training that we provide, through our Microsoft training. These are all going to be live instructor-led trainings. We do cover the Windows Server 2012, as you can see here. We have the original, we have the R2, we have 2008 if you're still on those. We also cover client operating systems, Windows 8.1, Windows 7. We have Microsoft Back Office where you're going to find your Exchange server, you're going to find your SQL server there. We also cover training on PowerShell, very powerful. Also SharePoint Server, and we throw in some additional courses here, including the CISSP and all the CompTIA classes. So you'll have access to all these live trainings here. And the neat thing is that anything we add throughout the year, any new training that we offer, you're going to have access to that for free. For example, we'll probably be introducing the Windows Server 2015 here within the next few months as soon as Microsoft releases that. So we'll probably also have Windows 2010 here under client operating systems once that comes out. So as you can see here, we'll be adding a lot of classes. Same thing with Cisco. We do provide you with all the training for Cisco as well. This will be a separate track. So we do have all the route and switch classes. We have the IP communications. We cover data center, design, and probably the most important thing right now is security. This is the hottest topic out there. Everybody's wanting security training. So we have the wireless technologies, and again, we throw in those additional courses on CISSP and the CompTIA. And the same thing now with the VMware. Again, you'll find all the classes here for VMware training as well. We will be upgrading this. Right now we're teaching the 5.5, but as soon as VMware releases 6.0, we'll have that as available to you as well. So just so you know, we do keep everything up to date. You'll have access to all these classes for an entire year. Now, the way that it works is we do the live training on a calendar basis. So you'll see our calendar on our website. This is just an example of the Microsoft calendar. We do teach collegiate style, meaning that we're going to have classes for a particular topic on either Monday and Wednesday or Tuesday and Thursday. And sometimes we'll go into Fridays, but it's very rare. It usually has to do because of a holiday or something. And then we just run the classes for the first 3 weeks. You'll have 6 sessions for each class, or 18 hours of total time. Each class is going to be 3 hours long. You'll be able to access the next month. Then once we start that up again at the beginning of the month, so we run for the first 3 weeks. We take the rest of the month off, and typically Fridays are off too. So, and then when you log into the back campus, this is what it's going to look like. What happens is we will assign you one of our success coaches, and that person is find out what your goals and objectives are, and then we're going to create a curriculum that's going to meet those goals. And we're going to put all those, that curriculum is going to end up here in the My Plan area. This is something you can change several times throughout the year. Whatever your goals are, we'll be able to match them and put them right here into the My Plan. So this will coordinate with your Outlook calendar, give you quick access to those classes, and bring up reminders and things through Outlook. And then as you complete those classes and any test or anything else that's involved with those classes, you'll find all that here into My Progress area. So whatever you started, you'll be able to find it here. And if you didn't get a chance to finish something, don't worry about it, because you can come right back here and click on it. It'll pick up right where you left off. Everything is bookmarked for you. Now, the actual classes themselves are going to look just like this. So this is an example of just an ICND1 class that I've set up for you. Basically, you have the name of the class. You're going to see all 6 sessions here. And then there's going to be a supplemental learning asset tab also. When you open up these sessions, and they're all going to look like whether it's session 1 through 6, but when you open these up, you'll see that every single class is going to have a pretest. Every single session will have a pretest so that you can go in there and just kind of get an idea what you're going to be learning on this particular class. That as you gauge what you know about that particular topic. Then here is the live class itself. Now this particular one is broken into 2 sessions, but it's still 3 hours of actual training. And then also we have some hands-on labs that you can pull these up after the class or whenever you want to. You can run these labs, and this is just going to help reinforce what the instructors are teaching you. This is going to be 3 solid hours of training. They don't do a lot of lab work here, but you can go in and do labs anytime you want. So they don't want to take up your time while they're trying to teach you. So the labs are there for you whenever you need them. And also we have what we call an encore session. Basically what this is a recorded version of the training that's pre-done in a studio. This is going to be available to you all the time. So if you want to work at a faster pace than the scheduled classes are, just bring up these encore sessions. You'll be able to go through them and get the training that you need anytime you want. And then at the end of that, we also have a post test for every session too. This is going to help gauge what you learned or maybe what you didn't learn. It's going to point to areas that you want to go back and study a little bit more. So you'll find links in there to go right back to those areas and maybe just study a little bit harder on things that you didn't do too well on. Sessions 2 through 6 are going to be identical to this. And then we do throw in these supplemental learning assets. Down here is where you're going to find our practice exam. So if you are looking for your certification and you want to get certified in this particular class, then I would suggest taking our practice exam first. If you pass ours with a 90% or better, then you're pretty much going to pass the real exam with no problem whatsoever. In fact, we have the highest first-time pass rate in the industry at about a 94%. So 94% of the people who complete our classes will pass that test the first time out. And then here's all the hands-on labs again for all 6 sessions if you want to access those again. The instructors will a lot of times throw together some demonstrations for you. Again, that's just going to reiterate what they're teaching. So look at these when you get a chance also. And then we have the student guide here. Now this is going to be the actual manual that's provided for the class. You probably don't want to print this out. It's going to be over 1,000 pages typically, but it is keyword searchable. I would put it on your desktop and just have it handy. If there's something you're looking for, then just do a keyword search. You can go right to it and find it. The class notes, on the other hand, is something that I would probably print out when you're going through the live lessons here. The class notes here are provided by the instructors. These are the Cliff Note versions of everything they're teaching. This is going to be the most important information that you'll need to know for the class. So I would definitely have these handy for yourself. And then also we provide mentoring here. Now what this means is that you'll have access to our instructors 24 hours a day, no matter what day of the year it is. You can go in and you can just click access mentoring here. That's going to bring up a chat window. You'll be able to chat with our instructors anytime. So if you are looking at one of our recorded classes up here, because we record every one of these classes, or if you're watching one of the encore sessions of our classes, if you want, just pull up the chat window. If you have a question, go ahead and ask our instructors that are right there on call the entire time. So they're going to answer your question. Don't be afraid to use that. It's great to have these guys, and they'll answer a lot of questions for you. They'll help you out in a lot of different areas. So they're available to you as mentors 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The other thing I want to point out up here too is we also provide you with a search and learn bar. That, again, this is a very powerful thing. So let's say you are looking just for some information. Let's just go ahead and pull up VMware. Okay, so after I did the search for VMware, the main thing I want to show you here is you have access to, we have about 15,000 books that you'll have access to. This is pretty much every IT book that's available at Barnes & Noble or Amazon.com in the IT section. You'll see here, these are cover to cover. You can pull these up on any device. You can cut and paste from them if you want to. But the main thing is that these books are your resources for anything that you run into. You have access to all those. And then also we have a complete video library too. So I know a lot of IT professionals will go to YouTube when they run into problems, and they'll try to look for solutions that way. So we're going to try to help you out. So we've created some professional videos done by our instructors. So these videos are short and sweet. They're anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes long. They're going to address the problems that most IT professionals experience on a regular basis. In this case, just on VMware alone, we have over 1,100 videos. Again, these are anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes long, so you can download these. These are MP4 format, so you can keep these for as long as you need to. They're yours to utilize. Right now, we have about 15,000 of these, but we'll have over 30,000 by the end of the year. So we're just continuing to build this as we come across more and more areas that IT professionals are running into, or problems that IT professionals are running into. Hopefully this will be another great resource for you. One of the biggest resources we have, though, right now is our actual live practice labs. This is going to be a cloud-based hardware environment for you to have access to go in, and you can either perform all these different lessons here to help give you hands-on training on real equipment, or you can bring up the equipment and use it as a sandbox environment, whatever works best for you. But a lot of companies don't have the luxury of having a test server. This will provide you with an area where you can go in and have a test server and try different things out before you use them on your own systems. We cover everything from Microsoft, Cisco, VMware, and we have some ethical hacker training down here as well. And again, about 700 hours total training on the live labs. Depending on which license you buy will determine which classes you get. So if you're buying a Cisco license, you'll get the Cisco training. If you buy the Microsoft, you'll get all the Microsoft, plus we'll throw in the CompTIA and so forth. So, and when you start these, you'll see that you're going to actually have a list of all the equipment over here on the left-hand side. This is going to bring up all the equipment. In this case, we're configuring Exchange Server 2007. You'll see there's domain controller, mailbox server, edge server, and of course the Exchange build server. And when you launch these, it's going to bring up the environment. In this case, it'll be a Windows 8 environment. And then you can go in here and you can perform the actual lessons, which will show up on the right-hand side. Now, I'm zoomed in on my screen, so on your screen, you should be able to see all this on one screen, and you'll be able to do hands-on, just go step by step through these lessons here then, and actually perform the lesson on the main window over here. So that's just a quick overview of our live practice labs. These have been proven to be extremely popular with our students, and you can start something and leave it if you need to. You can just actually bookmark it. It'll go right back to where you left off. Or if you need to take some time off, you can take up to an hour and a half off and go to lunch or whatever you need to do, and come back and work on it some more if you need to. So that takes care of the live practice labs. Now, the last thing I want to show you is what our actual class looks like. This is a recorded version of one of the ICND 1 2.0 classes that we have. And I just wanted to point out the layout of how our classes are done, our live training. You can see here, every class is going to have a minimum of 2 instructors. And so these 2 guys are teaching the class. We have a third one in the background now who's answering questions on the chat. So we do, because this is a pretty big class here, so you see a lot of people attend this. We have an area here where the notes are. This is where you're going to find the personal email addresses for the instructors. You're also going to be able to find additional information here, like the syllabus and other things that you need to run the class. Links for Adobe Flash. You'll see the complete syllabus here, and links to previously recorded sessions here also that you can pull up anytime you want. This is the chat area here that you can chat personally with the instructors, or you can chat with other students if you want to. So this is another area here where you can go in and just get your questions answered right away. And again, keep in mind that if you're not doing the live class, this is all recorded. You can bring up your own chat window and talk with them anyway. So you always get your questions answered really fast. So that's kind of a quick overview of everything we have as far as the live instructor-led training. So once again, we have 2 instructors for every class. We give you access to all the labs, all the books, all the videos. We give you access to our success coach who's going to work with you throughout the year just to make sure that we have all the right classes in there for you. And everything is recorded for you, whether it be the live class or the encore version. Everything is accessible throughout the entire year. You can go at your own pace. You can get multiple certifications if you want. Just let us know. We're going to work with you. That's just a quick overview of everything we have as far as our training is concerned. So I know you're probably asking us, so how much is this? Well, right now, the retail price of our training is $4,990 for 1 year all access. And we do give you access to all the labs, the books, and the videos. The labs alone are $14.95. So we give you access to that for free as well. So you can see that the special price today I have listed over there on the right-hand side. It's going to bring you a substantial savings off our $4,990 regular price. And that's on our live instructor-led training in Microsoft, Cisco, or VMware. And if you prefer self-paced multimedia training without the live component, let me know, and I can save you at least another $1,000. So just again, let me know. Definitely a very aggressive pricing. This is a really good time to get into our training. You won't find a better price right now. If you guys have any questions or need any for more information, I'm more than happy to work with you. We have some other training solutions. If there's something more specific that you're looking for, let me know and I'll be able to put together some more information for you. In the meantime, all my contact information is here. Give me a call. shoot me an email, whatever's easier for you. And if you have any questions or would like a personal demo where I can go over everything that's very specific to your situation, let me know and I'll set that up too. Thank you guys all for attending. Again, I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, again, here's my contact information. Just go ahead and give me a call. Bye-bye now.